How high can it freaking go? You might be wondering that after the crazy market action we had in the first week of November 2023 between the Fed, employment data, and more. And you can see that last week's action, the week ending November 3rd, 2023, created this giant green candle on the Nasdaq futures December 2023 contract. So let me bring your attention into something so that you don't get caught on a hamster wheel of thinking that just because the market went up, it's going to keep going up, but also protecting yourself from the action of trying to pick a top. So if you're new here on HEMA Ready, I use price, time, and momentum, this speed line down below, to boost my trading and that of my tribes. And I want to bring you into a couple key points. I actually update my members on this chart multiple times a week in my Skinny in the Markets, but what I want to focus on here is what's happening across a few different factors. Okay, so first off, you can see pretty plainly here that the end of the week ending October 13th created a significant what I call price high with a capital P. All right, so there's a high, there's a lower bar high after it, and a lower bar high prior to it. And by bar, I just mean these individual candlesticks. So that is the most nearby price ceiling, or what's called resistance, up ahead when you look at the weekly chart. Now there's more, and it's easier to uncover when we go to a daily time frame. So I'm going to just switch down to a daily chart. So now every one of these candlesticks is representing one day of action, all right? Now, I want you to notice something, okay? Just scrolling back in time as if we're just watching the recovery unfold. Check out, we had the low on October 26th, an inside bar, meaning a bar that is inside the prior bar's range, a slight breakout of the inside bar, another small range, and then a few large green candles, meaning the green space between the open and close of the session took up most of the range of the candle. That happened clear through Friday, November 3rd. Now, notice what's happening here as of the close on Monday, November 6th. The range of the action is much smaller. That alone isn't a bearish indication, isn't a reason to sell, isn't a reason to exit longs, okay? But it is the first clue that perhaps this power move to the upside is over. Secondly, the action that's kind of slowed down here is at a key prior level. So I'm going to just annotate those quickly and bring you into that. Okay, so now you see I've annotated 15216.25. We tested that level on Friday, kind of traded above it, but couldn't close above it. And today are turning around near again. So this is showing me that that price ceiling from the daily chart is exerting some pressure. Here's the thing, guys. Just because the candlestick's getting smaller, just because it's at resistance, that alone is not the best case of evidence, all right? You want to be like a lawyer going to court. You want to have as much good evidence as possible before you make your case to buy or sell as a trader. So this is where we bring in other aspects of market analysis. And as I mentioned earlier, I pull from price action. That's what you see here, the candlesticks. I pull from market timing or forecasting. Now, in this particular case, I don't see a great option for a forecast that's a simple one. I see one that's a bit more complex, and therefore I'll reserve that for my traders who are getting my futures reports in the Skinny on the Mini or the full Skinny lifetime. Setting aside market timing, though, I do want to talk about the speed of the market. So that's this momentum indicator down here called the RSI power zones. And it is right now staging, okay, it's not confirmed, but it's staging a sort of disconnect between the price action and the speed of the market. So the direction in which the price is moving is clearly up and looks strong with all the green candles, but the speed at which the price is moving is slowing down. So think of a car before it makes a turn in the road. It has to slow down or decelerate before it makes that turn. So this is just a slight hint. I am not saying that this is the top just yet, but I'm watching close, and I do believe that within the next session or two, so by Tuesday, November 7th or Wednesday, November 8th, it'll be more clear as to whether this is just a pit stop, a little pause for bulls as they proceed higher to 15.46875, or if this is the beginning of a little bit of a turn lower. Now, this level at 15.342.5, I would keep a close eye on. This is an important level when you look at the range from October 12th. I teach the technique of how I drive these levels and trade around them in my RSI Power Zones education, which starts with the course called the 4 Zones RSI Coverage System. So if you are new to me again, you can dive in with the link below to get started with your momentum education. If you've been in my tribe for some time, hope this video helped you apply the concepts. If you got value from it, please hit the like button. And if you haven't already, please punch that subscribe button so that you stay attuned to any further updates I share on the Nasdaq futures market and more. Catch you next time.